of this wonderful book tonight. And for the official introductions, once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this UFC championship bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission with Chairman John Bailey and commissioners in attendance Skip Avancino Jr., Bill D. Bradley, T.J. Day, and Pat Lundvall. Our three judges scoring this championship bout are Glenn Trowbridge, Nelson Hamilton, and Jeff Mullen, and Executive Director Keith Izar. Our lead physician at Octagon side is Dr. David Watson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Steve Mazzagatti. This championship bout is sponsored by Harley-Davidson, the only motorcycles worthy of being in the Octagon. Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Toyo Tires, driven to perform. And Rambo, heroes never die, they just reload. Rambo, in theaters January 25th. Ladies and gentlemen, two former UFC champions have now entered the Octagon to go to war against each other for the third time. And now, live from the sold-out Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Interim Welterweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This UFC warrior holds a professional record of 43 wins with 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Hillsborough, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion, And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man holds a professional record of 14 wins with 2 losses. He stands 5 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre.
All right, gentlemen, here we go again. We will have a clean, fair fight. You need to obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Now let's hook them up. Good luck.
George St. Pierre. Matt Hughes. Time to settle the score. Interim welterweight title to be delivered to the victor.
All right, here we go. Bring it on, come on.
We are underway. First round of this fight brought to you by High Mob Watches, the exclusive watch provider of the UFC. Please visit highmobwatches.com. Southpaw stance for Matt Hughes.
Well, the big question in this fight is how does Matt Hughes deal with the speed and athleticism of George St. Pierre? And when you saw he went immediately for that ankle, it looks like to take him down.
Hughes leading with the right.
Well, you know what? Matt Hughes is a wrestler, and he might be more comfortable taking people down with his right leg forward.
Excellent point. And that's what he wants to do, undoubtedly. He wants to take George St. Pierre down.
The problem is, to get close enough to take him down, he's got to get in the danger zone. And again, he reaches.
Got to set that up. We just talked about the ever-improving wrestling of George St. Pierre. So that would include takedown defense as well.
Well, one of the reasons why he's so good at wrestling is because he's so fast and explosive. I mean, you see how light he is on his feet as well. A lot of guys, when they fight in the octagon, they're good strikers, they make the mistake of being flat-footed. George is constantly moving, always on the balls of his feet, always moving around, and because of that, it's very, very difficult to grab a hold of him and take him down.
Joe, in preparing for this matchup and the many articles and things that I read.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's some serious takedown defense there. You're talking about an All-American wrestler like Matt Hughes who was deep in on that takedown, and George got out of it immediately.
It was amazing that since UFC 50, the first matchup of these two,
he takes Matt down.
St. Pierre has only been on his back for a minute in all his fights. He's the aggressor in the wrestling game.
Well, he really proved that in his last bout against Josh Koscheck.
He landed every takedown attempt against Josh Koscheck.
And again, that was the word out of the training camp, was that he was able to take these fighters down. Guys like Rashad Evans, who's also a great college wrestler, he was able to take him down at will, but they weren't able to take George down. That's huge.
Jiu-jitsu-wise, both have skills. In fact, Hughes has very underestimated submission attempt, or submission power.
Because of the fact that he's a wrestler, a lot of people have forgotten the fact that he's one of the most successful submission artists in MMA. The wins over Frank Trigg, the win over George St. Pierre, the win over Joe Diesel Riggs. He has submitted many, many fighters.
St. Pierre trying to utilize a little ground and pound.
George's passed to half guard here.
Ground and pound, St. Pierre. Taking a page out of the game plan of Matt Hughes.
Matt back to full guard here. He's pressed up against the cage.
This is considered a title fight, Joe, so it is scheduled for five-minute rounds.
Matt's throwing his legs up, looking for a submission.
St. Pierre has been submitted just one time in his career. That, of course, was by Matt Hughes. And for Matt Hughes,
he's
who is in trouble now, he needs